So there are a few approaches how you can actually write a bassline patterns. I'm going to go with you through the simple ones where you don't need to play with the keyboard. I'm just giving you simple ones where you can just install them into your DAW, but we'll also give you more advanced techniques so you can play and you're producing faster bass lines. My name is David Fritz, and let's get straight into FL Studio. I created this beat. So first of all, of course, the most important thing is what you have to consider is choosing the right sounds. In this case, I like using Silent 1. Silent 1 has this preset, it's called Heavy Moog Bass. I use this one in a lot of my tracks, you can check them out on Spotify. Before we actually write a bass line, let's just find out what kind of notes do you need to actually install. To that, we need to find out what kind of key the whole track is in. So first of all, this is the main synth pad. As you can see, this is a E minor chord, so basically probably we're going to be in E minor. So everything you do, you go on the bassline pattern, you're going to press on this little arrow, go to view, then you're going to go on scale highlighting, and then you can basically select everything, like all the scales that you could see in the piano roll. In this case we're in E, we're also here in minor, we can go on harmonic or Hungarian. And in this case, now this shows us in the piano roll all the notes that we can actually hit with a bass line, which are going to be in key. So if you have a problem with music theory, this is the best way how to bypass this. We're going to just basically write the easiest pattern of all. So we're going to write the bass line note on the kick, then also offbeat, exactly what the hi-hat, for example, is, and then so on. We're going to just duplicate this, do this a lot of time. So what I'm doing right now, basically, every bar, or like let's say at the end of each bar, I'm just writing a different note, installing a different note, which makes it more interesting for the listener if you have like changing notes instead of just having the same note all the time playing. Now we can do like in the end of 5 bars or end of 4 bars, we can create a different pattern again. For example, let's just write now, in this case, a different interesting parts, like we're gonna put in this, go down again, go up again, like this. I've also seen that 92% of all the people who watch my videos are not subscribed yet, so please make sure to do this right now, because you want to support musicians like me to basically make at least some money over YouTube and not being poor all the time. So I also think that this bass line is too high, so I want to pitch it down, so I press Command downward arrow. When I'm writing bassline, it is very important to write them in the higher octave so you can hear which notes you're actually hitting. Then you can obviously like transform them down to like an octave lower, because on the lower sides you can't really hear what notes you're hitting. Cool, now let's write a different type of bassline pattern. So now I want to write a more of a bouncy bassline pattern, so definitely write down this as well. Also maybe install it in your FL Studio, stop this video if you need to, just install it with me together. So we're going to do now, we're going to put one note here and we're going to put 1/16 before the kick, we're going to put another note, and then we're going to put another note offbeat, so like this. Same thing here. So now we created this bassline pattern which sounds way more bouncy. Now we can do the same thing as before. We can obviously every bar like bring the notes up a few semitones. You can see this was already the wrong note. So the most important thing is when you write bassline is that you listen to the feeling, like what kind of feeling are you actually bringing across? Do you vibe to it? Do you bounce to it? Does your body have an emotional reaction to the bass you're writing? If you're obviously still struggling with house music production, mixing, mastering, song arrangement, even song marketing, I'm also offering a one-on-one online coaching, mentoring program, and also an online community over Discord. Just wait until the end of this video to find out more about this. So now I want to create a bassline pattern which sounds a little bit more different. Now in this case, I want to just basically write a pattern which just feels really good. So the way how I personally write in bassline patterns on all my songs is through playing with the keyboard of my computer. First of all, I try to find the right keys with my fingers. And then I'm basically trying to play notes just for fun and see what feels good. Once I found a good pattern which sounds good, I'm actually recording it live and then I'm quantizing it later. But let's just see what we come up with. So I like this one a lot. Let's just record this one. This sounds really cool. So as you can see already, obviously this is not perfectly on the grid, so we're gonna again press Command A to select everything, Command Q to quantize it. Also, I'm referencing songs. So for example, I listen to this house music song from Chris Lake or from Chris Dusty or Coulter. I listen to the song, I'm like, oh my god, I love this bass line. And then I'm asking myself, why exactly do I like the bass line? And there's nothing wrong with you rewriting the bass line or making it very similar to what you already heard. Because you just have to listen to the world and see like, what do you like? What are you resonating with personally? And then what you're writing and also what you're creating is kind of similar to what you already heard in the world because you're resonating with it. If you're now still struggling to get your house music tracks sound professional and you're tired of endlessly tweaking on the knobs without good results, then I have two game-changing options for you. Option number one is my Dear for Originals VIP online coaching, which is a deep dive program where we're going to basically work together on mixing, mastering, song arrangement, whatever you couldn't really learn over my YouTube tutorials. So I'm going to guide you over 8 to 12 weeks personally through online coaching where you're going to improve way faster than having to figure out everything by yourself. So if you're serious about leveling up your house music production skills, message me VIP over Instagram and I will see if you're a good fit into my online coaching. But be quick, there's only 4 spots left before I will increase the price by $50. Option number 2 is the most cost-effective one, which is to join my Dear for Originals community over Discord. This is basically an exclusive members only Discord group where we're going to work together with other music producers on mixing, arrangement. We're going to also do bi-weekly coaching calls. So whatever you're struggling with, you're going to be a part of an amazing community of house music producers where you're going to improve faster together. We're going to work together on a few tracks. I'm going to also sometimes send you a few samples, give you track feedback, so you're going to just improve way faster. But here's the catch. For every 10 members who join, I will increase the monthly fees by 50%. So if you want to join for just $10 a month, don't wait. Subscribe now via the Gumroad link which is under this video and be part of this amazing group of house music producers. I've already helped a bunch of house music producers to level up their game. Just see for yourself.
You were teaching your process of doing things, right? But then
yes,
it's good to have a reference to understand how are other people doing it. So right now you told me, right, you're using presets and then you're tweaking. That didn't occur to me. I'm like sitting here and then I want to be original, have my own sounds.
I don't have anything else, but I definitely learned a lot, man. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I definitely wouldn't have found any of this stuff out on my own.
Before you continue scrolling mindlessly through YouTube, please make sure to check out this video as well, which explains exactly how to produce Avicii type house music. It's a very cool, very easy tutorial with a very beautiful song. Make sure to check that out right now. And I'll see you, bro, in the next video.